Phil is saving $7 a week, and he earns an extra 12 a week from mowing his neighbor's lawn. So this shouldn't be too far away from maybe some of the things you do to make a little extra money. It's like having an allowance every week that's kind of guaranteed, almost, at least if you don't get into real trouble, but it's guaranteed. And then you can order a little extra from the neighbor who needs help as well. So let's see what happens here. He's got to see, he wants to save at least $64. So how many weeks will he have to work to save at least $64? We're going to start out by going, and this is number 8, by the way. We're going to decipher this. He's saving $7 a week. So let's just interpret what that is. He earns an extra 12 per week. So that extra 12 is just going to be an add-on. Remember, there's a fixed cost and a variable cost. We're letting Phil Wright work for M number of weeks. So M is the variable. So if we put M times 7, we're going to get the number of the amount of money he's making by just his weekly work routine. So he's going to work for M weeks. So we don't know if that's a 1 or a 2 or a 3, but we start to build this inequality sentence or phrase. 7M plus 12 represents the amount of money he can make in the number of weeks that are happening here. So 4 weeks, 4 times 7 is, that's going to be 28, plus 12 is going to be 40. Now, remember, though, this question is saying he wants to make, how many weeks will he need to work to save at least $64? So that's $64 or more, right? That's what he's got to save. So this right over here is Phil's savings, all right? And this over here is the $64 that he wants to save. So this is fixed, and this 12 is fixed, and this is a difference that will have the total of the amount of money he can possibly save by mowing the lawn every week, and then maybe doing a little bit of extra work for his neighbors. So all we have to do here now is just solve it. So we're going to take our trusty red pen and perform the golden rule by subtracting 12 on both sides. Bring this down and never skip a beat. Always write it out, even if it seems a little longer. So important. And then over here, 64 minus 12 is going to be 52. And now we divide by 7 on both sides, following the golden rule. Always following the golden rule. Whatever you do to one side, you got to do the other. Now, that's a positive number we're dividing by. We do not flip the signs. And we get M is greater than or equal to. 52 divided by 7 is going to be, it's going to be 7, right? 7 times 7 is going to be 49. And then 3 left over. 49, 52 minus 49 is 3 sevenths. So there you go with our fractions. It's got to be greater than 7 3/7 weeks. So if you round that up, it's going to be a bit more or less 8 weeks. So we write a closing sentence for that, just to make sure we're on track. And let's double check that. And okay. Greater than 7 3/7, as it says. How many weeks will he need to save to get at least $64? Well, if he just does 7 weeks, it's not enough. So we'd have to write this in closing. Phil will have to work and save for 8 weeks. At least 8 weeks or more to get that amount of money. And that's really all she wrote. You have to do that closing sentence and make it make sense from there. 8 weeks is a couple of months, and that's not too bad. You can figure this out for anything you do. If you have a variable amount, extra job on one hand, and then you have a variable amount that is going to be multiplied by the number of weeks or time periods that you're going to be doing this kind of work. Okay, I hope this helps, and we'll see you on the other side.